Just a quick video showing the team compositions that I used to get this run of 2.3 million. Now, this is a run that I did on difficulty 10 with the one Scourge enabled stayed down. The other part of it is that this will get me to the ranking of about 151. I'm sure I will fall much further in the next 6 days or so. I would be surprised if this score right here even stayed in the top 2,500. I feel like a lot of people are just figuring out that going on higher difficulties with that one Scourge enabled and only getting through like 9 of the nodes will give you a lot of points. I did not finish node 10, so I only made it through node 9. I messed up my node 5. My Kate died, so I have no chance of finishing node 10. But even though I did not finish node 10, I still got a significant amount of points, and the points do count. They do count. They do count as far as you're going to go. Now, I do want to go through and just show my team compositions. And then I want to give a shout out to Zubin and Dorky Dad because your teams may vary than my teams. And maybe you'll look at my teams and make some modifications or at least get a concept of what you want to do. And then you also have access to Dorky Dad's video. Link to his videos will be in the description because he does provide a lot of videos in here like without Dormammu. Like a lot of people don't have Dormammu. And Dormammu largely did carry several of the last nodes. First node right here is largely about killing Cable right out of the gate. So I used Shadowlands to wipe out Cable right out of the beginning. Then I went in with New Warriors, with Morbius and Ghost Rider, with Shang-Chi, and they carried me through most of the node. Now, I did not make it through all the way through the node, and then I cleaned up what was remaining left with Web Warriors, and I threw in Squirrel Girl in there. And the idea there was Squirrel Girl, I was trying to get her cooldowns ready for node 5. Then node 2. Node 2 is about killing Bishop and then exploiting symbiotes with the Hella Greg thing. If you're not familiar with the Hella Greg thing, the thing is that Greg, Undead Guest Guardian, you can kill him over and over and over and over again, and it gives turn meter through Carnage's passive. And so the obstacle to doing that is Bishop, and you have to kill Bishop. So this took multiple sack teams, and then I went in with Web Warriors to kill Bishop. Now, I do think it would be smart if you could preserve your Miles and save him for node 5 or 10. My next run, I'm going to try to attempt doing that, putting somebody else in there, and then trying to get through. Now, I had to run that 20, 30, 40 times. All of these runs require going in and reset, going in and reset, going in and reset over and over and over again. When we get to later on in the video, I'm going to say, yeah, I did this team 10 or 15 times, but I don't even remember it because resetting a node 10 or 15 times is nothing, where on node 5, I end up resetting that node hundreds of times. I mean, literally hours on node 5 alone. And that's what this event about is mostly about perseverance and just playing nodes over and over again, knowing that somebody else did it with a similar team composition and that you can do it too. And you just have to play the nodes over and over and over and over again. I do think collection power has a lot to do with this as well. So this node right here is about exploiting the Hella Grade thing. That you also have to keep like Gambit stunned. Because Gambit will be pinging you all the time, which is kind of annoying. And you're going to typically use targeting my Scream. I had to revive it with Antivenom. And then that is what it is. Now, it took maybe like 20 minutes or so once you get to that part. Node 3 has a similar mechanic. And to get to the Hella, I used Uncanny X-Men. So the first part of the stage, I used Uncanny X-Men. And then when I got to the Hella part, I used Astonishing X-Men, which does the same thing with Greg, right? With Greg, you can use Jubilee's passive to get all the extra turn meter. So you just kill him over and over again. And I just remember it taking 10 to 20 minutes. Took a long time. Then node 4. This is kind of fun right here. Node 4, I actually got to use Rogue. And I use a zero red star, 3 yellow Rogue to get through the first half of the node, or more than first half of the node. And I had to run it multiple times to get the perfect RNG, ran it over and over and over again. And then I took out Phantom X and put in Enema so they could have extra speed. And then right here, we've got Omega Red and friends with Mr. Sinister to finish up the node. Now, Omega Red will be used later in the villains node, so I was careful to get his cooldowns right now to better off when we start using him either in node 6 or node 7. Now, the mother of all nodes, this whole event pretty much is about node 5. And like I said, I want to give a big shout out to Zubin and Dorky Dad. But if you want to watch videos specifically about how to beat node 5, then you're going to want to head over to Dorky Dad's channel, and I'll leave a link to his channel in the description because he has the best videos for this event. Node 5 sent in Inhumans as a sacrificial team. This burned a lot of the big abilities like Heartless Doctor Strange's ultimate. He got through, special rather. He got through the special. And then it also got through Taskmaster's and Zemo's ultimate. So I didn't have to deal with that. So this I think the main thing is you want to make it through the Heartless Doctor Strange special. And then there's a specific kill order to get through it. You want to do Heartless Doctor Strange, OG Doctor Strange, Yo-Yo, Deathpool. Then from there, you want to burn them all into the red so they all drop at the same time or at a similar time. And then the last drop will be Sunfire, who you got to kill right away, 2 Elsas, and Ebony Maw. Now, where my strategy went bad is that my Kate died, and I said, you know what? This is going to be a 9-node run. I know it's going to be better than my existing run. 9 nodes is perfectly fine. I'm not worried about making it to node 10. But if I wanted to run it another 100 times and maybe play it for another 3-4 hours, I could have done that. And then depending on what difficulty you're playing, 8, 9, or 10, that will determine how powerful of a Young Avengers. But we're talking about playing this node over and over and over and over. Not for the faint of heart. Not for people that don't have a lot of extra time. Let me tell you that. Now, I actually don't remember this node, and I just played it like 4 or 5 hours ago, and I maybe had to reset the node 10 to 20 times, and I literally don't remember it at all. I have no idea what this node was like at all. I just can't remember it. Must have been relatively easy or easy. I don't know if there's such thing as relatively easy. Ultron, I sent Ultron to sack, to burn down some cooldowns, and then I ran this team composition again. Ran it 20 or 30 times until I got the perfect lineup with RNG. Don't remember the node at all. I just know I played it over and over and over again. Then this node right here, I do remember. I sent in multiple teams to sack. This is the Ghost Rider one, where Ghost Rider is just such a mess. And then you also have to focus on the right side. And I think there's a Red Guardian. You have to ability block him, and then you have to spread the ability block with Deathpool. Meanwhile, controlling Ghost Rider, and there's like all these crazy vultures. Again, I had to run the node for an hour. I probably played this node for like an hour or two, just over and over and over and over again until I got the right RNG and got through it. But that is the team that got through it right there. And at the end, I was Deathpool and Silver Surfer died, and then I was left with the Eternals and Dormammu. And I definitely tried to get them back to full health. I think it's very important to have Dormammu at full health on that node, because when it comes right here, Dormammu was at full health, and then I was able to run Ebony Maw and Thanos. Now, I probably ran this like 10 or 20 times, and the big question is, so who did you put in between Thanos? Because Thanos is the battery. Icarus does an AoE and kills a lot of minions and generates a lot of energy. I liked putting Ebony Maw in between Thanos, in between Ebony Maw and Icarus. And maybe you'll try Cersei and it'll work better. Maybe you'll try Dormammu and it'll work better. Now, if you want to watch a video without Dormammu, like I said, head over to Dorky Dad's channel. He has videos about it with no Dormammu. So that was what I used to get through it. And this was a relatively easy, this is probably one of the easier nodes. Ebony Maw and Thanos make it a lot easier. And that was my experience in getting 2.3 million That hopefully will get me a 6 yellow star rogue. Be sure to head over to Dorky Dad's channel, and also a big shout out to Zubin for all of the help. All right, guys, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.